Hey, good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia First Alert Weather Center with your weather update here on your June 5th, 2025. Now, before we get going, we always like to say thank you and welcome aboard to any of our new followers here on our growing channel. And if you're not yet officially a follower, or if you're not exactly sure, please go to the link down below in the comments section. It's going to take you right here to the main Facebook page right there. And you're going to hit that like in that upper right-hand corner. And that way, you're an official follower here on the North Georgia First Alert Weather Center Facebook page. Now, if you happen to be catching the broadcast over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. Well, it's definitely a bit steamy outside today. It'll be even hotter tomorrow. Now, we are still tracking the two potential rounds of severe weather, one coming in late on Friday and another round again going into Saturday. So it's going to be a little bit wet, a little stormy. So let's go ahead and get into this latest broadcast, shall we? As we take a live look up there at the University of North Georgia, the Dahlonega campus, not looking bad. Sunshine, a few clouds, not looking bad. Definitely a bit on the warm side, a little humid out there, and we couldn't rule out an isolated scattered shower thunderstorm as we wrap up our Thursday. Looking over here in the Blairsville area, similar sky conditions up here in Blairsville as well. Sunshine, a few clouds out there, and again, could not rule out a stray shower or storm tonight, but otherwise, most of us will be on the dry side here for today. Looking at the radar, seeing some stuff down to the south right now. There is a warm front boundary down here, but right now it is quiet across North Georgia here for your afternoon hours, and for the most part, I think it'll stay that way. It'll be similar tomorrow, except for after 6 o'clock. We're going to be tracking some storms. I think they're going to be kind of rolling on in out of Tennessee and Alabama and sweeping in as we head toward the evening hours. And we'll show you the model data here on that in just a second. Here's a warm front boundary down there, seeing the scattered storms here across Mississippi, across Alabama, and into Georgia. Even got a few little bit of severe thunderstorm warnings down near the Jacksonville area. So again, just some air mass thunderstorms across the area here for today. It's going to be a bit of a steamer. Most areas topping out here in the 80s. Here you kind of see the clouds all across the southeast for right now, and see the scattered storms. Got some severe weather out here toward Texas and Oklahoma. And we'll see these complex storms are going to be kind of riding in this way and then kind of scooping down. So that's what we're expecting going into tomorrow. So let's go and take a look at the latest here from the Storm Prediction Center. This is your day 2 outlook here for tomorrow. So here's the initial round, the marginal here in the green. You see the northwest sections here coming down into Metro Atlanta, kind of getting into this. Let me go ahead and highlight this and then show you the Saturdays as well. So there you go with the Friday's outcome, and then we'll go into your day 3 outlook here. Again, all of North Georgia and Alabama here going into slight risk going into Saturday. So we got a couple of rounds of severe weather that we're going to have to watch here going into Friday late and then going into Saturday. So get ready for a kind of a 1-2 punch coming in for this weekend as we kind of track this weather. All right, let's go over here and get ready to show you the model data here. I got to get that back up again or I'm going to mess up my recording. So let's get this up so you can see it properly. Here we go. So let's go ahead and talk about what you're going to get as far as the weather for tomorrow. All right, so here's the latest high-resolution model here going up through the weekend, okay? So here we go into Friday again, watching the storms. Here they come right here into the evening hours. Boom, coming in across North Georgia. That's the initial round. Then you see this back up here late in the run. That's round 2. So here comes the first one. That'll be coming in into the evening hours. Watch up here into Nashville, into Huntsville. Up in here, again, we're talking into the evening hours tomorrow after 6, so between 6 and 11. And then we got this next round. That's what's coming into Arkansas. That'll be coming in on Saturday, a little bit later in the day. Timing to be determined. The thing you got to think about when you got situations like this is you got to deal with not only the storms being left over, but old outflow boundaries, which could influence the exact track and trajectory of any kind of additional thunderstorm activity. That's a typical summertime thing. So we got this initial round coming through, and then we got to watch what happens to this stuff here as we go into your Saturday morning. So this is into Saturday morning. You see it back over here near Memphis. That should be coming in as we go in toward tomorrow night. So let's go ahead and talk, or Saturday night, I should say. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're expecting here as far as rainfall is concerned. Not too terribly bad, but some of these locally rainfalls, this goes all the way out to the end of the model run here. So again, some localized spots up to an inch possible with some of these thunderstorms. So a little heavier rains over here into the Alabama side, but North Georgia generally looking at some localized totals, maybe up to an inch of rain with some of these thunderstorms that may pop going into Friday night. And then we'll watch what happens going into Saturday. All right, let's go look at your forecast map here as we kind of watch this. Again, kind of watch me as I kind of highlight this as we go on through this right now. And the forecast remains unsettled, okay? That is the trick here. Going to Friday tomorrow will be mostly dry. Again, couldn't rely on isolated shower thunderstorm before the main rains even get here. And then as we go into tomorrow evening, then we'll watch that severe weather kind of roll in out of Tennessee. And then we'll see it. We'll do it again going into Saturday, going into Sunday. So late in the day on Saturday, another round of thunderstorms coming in that late afternoon going into Sunday. And then we stay unsettled right into Sunday. Look, check this out. Sunday, see that dark green? That means high rain chances for Sunday. Also seeing it there kind of off to the south on Monday, and then comes right back up on Tuesday. So it's going to be very high rain chances every day. Not a washout every day, mind you, but decent coverage area. And then we start to back off a little bit on Wednesday, and then Thursday, that front kind of stalls across the south, which, again, typical for summertime stuff. So we're going to keep that chance of rain straight through the middle of next week. So here's my forecast for tomorrow. For the most part, going to be mostly sunny skies for a lot of areas. Couldn't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm. 20-30% on average across most of North Georgia, 89 and 66. Looking for tonight, everybody kind of muggy tonight. Mostly in the middle to upper 60s here. A few low 60s up in North Georgia. 69 in Atlanta, 67 in Calhoun, 64 in Dahlonega, 66 over in Cornelia. So definitely a bit of a mild night. Tomorrow, generally mostly sunny. Again, a 20-30% chance of maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm. But these temperatures up near 90 degrees, you just couldn't rule that out, especially as humid as it is outside. 87 in Dahlonega, 86 in LJ. And then we'll watch that storm activity again after 6 and before midnight, somewhere in that window for tomorrow, as we watch that severe weather kind of drop on down into our area going into a Friday evening. All right, regionally looking like this: Nashville 87, Memphis at 87 with a high thunderstorm threat up there. Mobile at 91, Columbus at 91, 91 there in Columbia and Savannah. So a lot of low 90s in here. Definitely looking more summer-like here across the southeast. How about the next 7 days? Rain chance stays with us every day. As I've been telling you pretty much every day, the rain chances will fluctuate a little bit, but right now the highest rain chances appear to be on Sunday and again on Tuesday, but general temperatures are going to stay in the 80s, overnight lows in the 60s. Looks like tomorrow will likely be the warmest day, and it looks like we just stay unsettled straight in toward the end of next week. So again, keep that umbrella handy. We're going to be watching it very closely as far as the severe weather risk coming our way. We'll see how that works out for us. Right now, looks like the initial round on Friday, and then we'll have the timeout and see how the storms on Friday behave on when the timing on the next round is going to be going into Saturday. Now, hopefully, tomorrow we will be able to do Facebook Live. That is our 60th day in existence, and hopefully we can start doing live. So we will hopefully be live here on Friday and on Saturday if necessary. So please look out for that. And if you'd like to make sure you get part of that, make sure you give us a like. Make sure that you're a follower here on this page so we can keep you up on the latest and greatest activity and obviously weather-related stuff going on here across North Georgia. All right, that's y'all's update for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. You guys have a great and safe rest of your day. Bye-bye.